It's the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell, where the 76ers are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Outside, Maxey. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Maxey, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
Their team's main focus tonight? Well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep him in check. Ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's McDaniel. After the miss from Joel Embiid.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Maxey. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And here's Edwards, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Randall. Back to McDaniel. Here is Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now Embiid. Back to George. George double teamed.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The shot from 20 feet away. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Randall outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The 76ers trailed by 8. And they double up Maxey. It's George on the wing. Back to Embiid. A shot's good on the assist by George. Embiid's got his second basket.
It's near impossible trying to guard Embiid in the pick and roll. He's just so clever.
Randall surveying the D. That one goes in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
Left side, Maxey. And here's Embiid. From deep, George. Julius Randle with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. 6-point game. Pass to Maxey. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Timberwolves.
15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside, Maxey to the paint. Clock at 4. Offensive rebound.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
15.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wembys. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing for you.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Pass to Council. Outside Edwards. Here's McCain. Here's Council. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
You know, you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. Reed misses. Pass to McCain. Out to Edwards. Here's Grimes. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Reed with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Dillingham with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Pass to Drummond. Out to Edwards. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
On the wing, Miller. Still without a basket. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Back to Drummond. to Edwards. Pass to Council. Here's Grimes. And Miller with the block. Now, Alexander Walker. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Offensive rebound. Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Pass to Shannon. For three. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Council. Edwards drawing the double team. To the wing right side. Here's McCain. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Edwards with the screen. Right wing. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's McCain. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the force used by Drummond on that one, wrapping the play up with a big putback slam. Clearly a foul.
The Timberwolves converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So both teams changing it up here. 76ers trailing.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Randall outside. Drives to the hoop. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top. They lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here is Lowry. In the corner, it's Oubre. Launches a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. They grab their own miss.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Here's Maxey. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Minnesota in the lead. To the inside. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. There's Embiid with the dunk.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
From deep, George hands it from downtown. George has got 7 points in the game.
The Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
DiVincenzo with it. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Gobert the screen. Edwards can't hit.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
There's Embiid for the tie. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is McDaniel. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oubre pulls it in. And Philadelphia has possession. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Back to Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gobert, the screen. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Here's Maxey. And he uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got 5 now.
Physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Gobert, the screen. To the paint. Shoots over Embiid. Nice shot by Gobert. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guy.
Now on the court is your height squad.
Will make substitutions.
76ers, ENT everybody. Get loud for that once again.
41 seconds left to play here in the third. To the inside. Council. No good with the layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
There's the screen. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Council. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The 76ers again can't hit it. The three for DiVincenzo. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
38.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Stripped away. Outside for Lowry. Pass to Grimes. Inside. Here's Council. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Council's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Philadelphia. Now DiVincenzo. Spins. Here he goes. And yes, it's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Council. Goes back up. Here's Drummond. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Alexander Walker. Three-pointer. That one misses. The 76ers trailed by 4. Drummond with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Crafty move, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Now here's Lowry. Outside Edwards. And he drives in. Here's Council. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And here's Lowry. Down low. Here's Council. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Council's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Edwards. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's McDaniels. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Right side, Edwards. Pass to Drummond. Reed with the block. 3-on-3. Here's McDaniels. On the 3 off target. So it's Philadelphia now. Drummond in the post. Outside Lowry. They set the screen. Takes it inside. Count it.
And the team counts on Lowry in moments like this. He keeps his cool and finds the big basket.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Reed. To the middle. Here's Miller. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Grimes. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm
under pressure. That will always make your coaches happy.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Both teams deciding to change it up. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. In the corner, Drummond with it. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hit by Reed. Here's Edwards. Good D by Embiid.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Oubre, right side. Outside, George. Back to Oubre. Oh, off target. There's the drive. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Richard Jefferson, great.